All the positive reviews of this nice watch are well deserved. It is a beautiful combination of blues, a color to which I am partial. Someone had commented that the dial looked more black in some lighting, but it looks blue to me all day. It has a nice presence on the wrist. I have many divers' watches, some expensive and others not. This Citizen stands up in aesthetics and quality to many of them. The bezel is strong and rotates with a firm amount of resistance and is easy to grip by its nicely machined scallops. The markers and hands are substantial and attractive and they glow nicely in the dark. The band is a bit stiff as others have mentioned, but it is not at all uncomfortable. It is plenty long. My wrist is small and I will need to cut off about one half, so it looks better. It was not ticking when I took it out of the box, but within a few minutes of exposing it to ambient light, it started up. It has survived a couple of hot tubs and I am sure it will hold up under more challenging submersions. Let's face it, even most casual divers do not go to the depths that would challenge a quality diver's watch. The screw-down crown gives one confidence, especially if pondering its susceptibility to water intrusion. And its location at 4 o'clock is great because when it slides down on my wrist, a flexed wrist does not bind on the crown. I now have 4 sport, divers watches that I will probably never wear again, since I am tired of replacing batteries. This has become my favorite watch. I have several watches that are now being neglected since I just don't want to take this one off. In full disclosure, I am not a diver, so I can't speak to how dependable it is underwater. However, I will say it does fine in the shower. It looks great no matter what you wear, casual clothes on the W. To the second, at least in my case. Love this watch so far. It is equal to my Seiko in fit, finish, timekeeping, and looks great as a casual wear watch as well as being a tool watch. Add a stainless or even titanium bracelet to it and it would look great for all occasions. Updated after a week. Adding a leather NATO strap is a nice touch. Great size, no worries about batteries, 200 meters water resistance. The only thing I didn't like was the band and swapped it out. Beautiful watch, bought it because I wanted an eco-drive diver that makes it ready to use anytime. The watch is beautiful, good quality, hard to find a better bang for buck diver out there. Used watch. The strap where it connects with the watch was clearly used or defect. No plastic protection back, as every new brand watch I bought in my entire life. But okay, it is nicer I keep it. First day used, start to walk to the beach, 10 blocks, only walking with my sweat, the watch become wet inside the case. I am returning the item and waiting the second one. Wrote a note inside the box asking a new brand watch and not one used and defective. SN in the pictures because if somebody want to check if his watch is the same. 2 times, I sent back the defective and they sent me back a new one. I wait months to write the review. Great watch. Quality is great and is working fine. I use 24/7 W outdoor activities in diving. I use the same in nights. It is a great watch. Absolutely recommend to anybody living by the sea. Stylish with a great look. Timekeeping is spot on. Comfortable as well. Citizen rocks. I've been wearing this watch now for a week, and I am very happy with this purchase, and have zero buyer's remorse. I am very impressed with the build and quality of this Citizen 200M Eco Drive Diver. The time is spot on, and the action on the bezel is firm and feels very good. The legibility and the lume are fantastic. No problem telling time at 4 AM without my glasses. I have a terrible astigmatism, blind as a bat. This is the first watch in 20 years since my Omega Seamaster that I have not had to swap out the band or bracelet on a watch. It's such a simple thing, but the band is polyurethane and feels perfect. I think it's because of the springy action at the lugs, but the band does not feel too tight or too loose. My wrist is about 7 inches and I don't think anything looks too big or out of proportion. I understand it's a dive watch, but I did not care for the dive table on the band, but it was easy to rub off with my fingers in some acetone, and it did not seem to bother the finish on the band. I may want to put this on mesh bracelet, like I saw in some photos here. All in all, this is a great purchase, and I think any guy would be happy with this watch on the wrist. Extremely tough and accurate. I scratched up the crystal on my first Eco Drive, ABM0151-09L, in no time. It keeps perfect time, but the crystal is a little chipped and doesn't look good anymore. This watch is not in the same category. The picture is after 7 months of daily wear. The crystal is still perfect. I took this picture in very bright sunlight, so you could see every tiny detail. The scratches in the bezel are not even visible except in this close-up photo. The cells in these Eco Drive systems have a life of about 20 years. I never need to adjust this movement and it's for the date. This watch looks like it will be good looking and functional for 2 decades. I call that a bargain. I originally wanted a Seiko Diver watch, but found this watch for almost $100 cheaper, so I pulled the trigger. I wanted a dive-style watch for a vacation we had planned. Click link in description for more reviews.